All right, so I remember when my mom had a store in the Outer Banks, and it was like she lived outside of Duck, and it was a store where she sold kind of, it was like a gift shop, but she is very like decor minded, right? So it was really kind of like a very nice gift shop. She had gone, and it was all local stuff that she had curated and put together. And I'll never forget when she was putting the store together, and they were going through, how the mindset of people when they come and they buy, right, is that a store that has a lot of items on the shelves that's fully stocked gives the impression, right, of, that the store is thriving. You want to buy things, there's things for you to get. But if a store is bare and there's not a lot of stuff on the shelves, there's things missing, it's empty, it looks bare, it gives the impression that something's wrong with the store, and it usually leads to the mindset of, maybe we shouldn't buy from here. All right. And this is like psychological stuff. And I'll never forget, her working through making sure that the store that she had was fully stocked. And of course, the more stocked it was, right? I mean, the more she sold. It was very interesting. Now, I'm not uh, uh, a wise person when it comes to retail stores, but I think the same can be said for our work and what we do as voice actors, especially when marketing ourselves, like, for example, on our website or on our social profiles or on any other sort of website that we're on, like a freelance website or a pay to play website. Whenever you go somewhere with your stuff, all right, and it looks like you have a lot of demos, you've got a lot of videos or work in your portfolio, your website is built out, your portfolios and other websites are built out. Whenever you have more of these things, it makes you look more professional. Now, in the same lane, whenever you don't have a lot of stuff, it makes you look like something's wrong. Uh, and that could, something wrong could be a variety of things. Like maybe it just looks like you're super new and you don't have anything yet. It could make it look like, you don't care. It gives off the impression that there's not, it's not really a place to buy from you because you're not quite ready for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it gives that impression that it's not the place that you want to go to buy from. And it's the same psychology I think that people use for us. That's why whenever I work with people, one of the biggest things we always work on is fully filling out every place that you are, every profile, adding as much as you can. Some people are like, well, I have one demo. And I'm like, that's wonderful. All right. But you need 100 more. And they're like, well, that's daunting. I was like, yeah, but you got to do it one step at a time. All right. It's important to push yourself to do these things. And when you're first starting, you don't have any work that you've done, which means you've got to build it all yourself. You've got to go down the path, pull up your sleeves, and make the demos, make the videos, make the thing, put your profile. You've got to fill everything out. I've been a lot of the voice actors I'm working with are doing a great job working on their websites, and they're looking better, more branded, very nice. But I'm still noticing a lack of substance on the websites, meaning like we need more. All right. People go to your website, they need to feel like they're going to a place that's a professional that has a lot to show, a lot of work. Right. It makes it feel like, and it's another thing too. It makes them feel safe to buy from you. Right. The typical scam, right, comes with a lack of information. So that, on a side note, that's why the scams that have a lot of information all right, are clever in that sense, right? But the typical scam with a lack of information, things don't add up. They're missing things. They don't make sense, right? And the same. So when people look at what we're doing, we need to make sure that we don't have a lack of information. We have a bunch of information. We have plenty there. Now it still needs to be designed nicely, all right, and effectively and efficiently, but still it needs to be a large number of material for people to digest. You know, if you put a blog on your site, make sure there's a blog. If you put, an about me, make sure that's fully filled out. If you put a contact, make sure the things are make sure like a portfolio page, make sure there's a lot. The front page, make sure it looks like you are someone that's going to command hundreds or thousands of dollars per project. Okay. So you've got to work through that and build that. And I just thought it was an interesting thing going back to my mom's store. And the psychology. Think about it. If you go to Walmart and you're walking through the aisles and you see a shelf that's empty, it's like that's a problem. It could be that the stuff is sold out. There's a crisis or there's an issue with stocking it. There could be there's something wrong with that particular product, but it's a problem, right? Because it's not there. Okay, so it makes it look like, wow, something's wrong here. The same thing applies to us and what we're doing. So make sure that whatever you're working on, whether it's your website, whether it's profiles on other websites, whether it's anything you're doing, that you fully fill it out to the letter. I mean, you put as much on there as you can. All right, really give an in-depth look of what you can do. You've got to work, and if you don't have the portfolio because you're new, you've got to build it. You've got to make it. You've got to make it up. Right? You got to build it from nothing. Put it out there, and then as you do work, you can start to replace or add that. Okay? All right, listen, I hope that this helped. Make sure if you like this, like and subscribe. Also, check out, we have an incredible VO's Journey Voiceover Conference is coming up October 13th through the 15th. We have a link below. We'd love for you to come and it's going to be incredible. We have over 20 speakers. Unbelievable. It's a 3-day weekend. It's all virtual. It's all on through Zoom. So like you can be anywhere you want to be, at your home, drive somewhere. It doesn't matter. You can visit. You can be at the conference. You don't have to go somewhere. And that eliminates, 3/4 of the cost and the issues with scheduling. So we're really excited about that. There's a link below for you to check it out. And also, we'd love to have you check out a VO's Journey Elite Academy as well. There'll be another link below to check out that if you're looking to start and grow your voiceover business. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You have a wonderful Monday. I'll talk to you soon. See you later. Goodbye.